Hey YouTube, it's Kier here, once again invading Sword Axe's beloved channel. Because he doesn't have a Dimension Police deck, I'll be bringing you the deck profile for the new, improved Gallop deck.
Because TP sucks.
It's so good, it's so good.
I hate them so much.
So I'll jump right into this without any further delay. Dimension Police hater here. Starting Vanguard for the Grand Gallop deck is Cosmic Hero Grand Hop. If you want more consistent draw, you can do Grand Seed as well, but he's a better card overall. His one skill is you Axe skill, GB1, rest him and give a Vanguard, or is it unit? Oh no, choose the unit and give it plus 4k if your Vanguard's already 25k. And the second part of his skill is, if your Vanguard is 35k or more, you may put him into the Soul, countercharge one, draw a card. So this deck is Counterblast heavy and Soul Blast heavy, so he's a good counteract to that. He's a good draw, so I'm considering him at 2, but you want 8 grade 3s in this deck for the reason, so there's no room to make him at 2. So, onto the grade 3s. First, I'll show off the old OG Grand Gallop, because I play Bling. I worked hard for this Bling. Great Cosmic Hero Grand Gallop. So his Trust and True skill is when you stride, you gain 4k to the Vanguard for free, the free cost. Then when the Vanguard hits, you can counterblast one, draw a card. His other skill is if GB2, if at the beginning of your attack step, if you're attacking a Vanguard, if he's 22k or greater, he gains one drive check. So the plus 4k for striding is nice, solid. The on-hit draw is a good bonus too for the counterblast. If you're in a pinch and you can't stride for whatever reason, you just have no cards for up to 3 grade 3 or bad hand, his GB2 is easy to kick off, especially with like stuff like Grand Lady and other cards, so triple drive can work, but you want him for the stride skill. So you'll be striding with him half the time if you want a good on hand size, but the real new grade 3 of the deck, which is better in my opinion, Bravest Rushed Grand Gallop at 4. So our boy is no longer a great Cosmic Hero, but he's still braver than you are, Bravest Rush. So his skill, he's got 3 skills, and the first of which in order is a Burst skill. So he's a GB3, look at the card over here. So GB3 Burst. When your Vanguard attacks, if your Vanguard's power is 30k or more, until end of turn he gains 4,000 power. And if your Vanguard is 60k or more, he gains a critical. So he's swinging in for 15k by himself, which is okay, but gaining that crit is nice. It's very powerful too. So X-Tiger turns make this guy a beast, and the new upcoming Dimensional Robo Die King makes him absolutely broken. So having him on rearguard is a good skill to have. Ideally, you want to ride the old Gallop if you want a good hand size, and then toss this guy down for the rearguard for that extra power up and crit. It's also nice with stands. But his real powerful skills are the next 2 skills, which I encourage everyone to play and take full advantage of. The beginning of Ride phase skill, so kind of like Ultimile, the Night Decree Ultimile. If the number of cards in your hand is 2 or less, you stride for free. Discard nothing, just go ahead and stride. Just pop that X-Tiger, get that Gallop going, and just wreck stuff up. His third skill, when you stride, you gain 4,000 power for free, just like the OG Gallop. The catch is, if the Vanguard you're striding into is a Burst stride, you may counterblast 1 and gain 4,000 power. This is good because it enables things like Laurel D can get up to that magic number faster enough. So, good for Laurel D, good for X-Lead, very good for, I believe, let me just check real quick, yes, X-Gallop, very good power up for X-Gallop. So, with this card, he's more focused on getting you striding faster. If you have a bad hand, inconvenience hand, you guard it too much, you get them faster. But free stride's nice, extra power up's nice, fun card. That's it for the grade 3s. For the grade 2s, my ratios are kind of mixed up. Some people prefer different grade 2s. This is how I play personally. I like playing 3 of the Cosmic Hero Grand Volver. He's going to be your main source of countercharging in the deck. He's good against control decks because resist. First skill is, or rather, second skill is resist. Can't be locked, can't be retired, can't be bound. Once again, all resist units cannot protect themselves against all effect cards. So if it targets a column or all of your guards, he is still affected. So Grand Volver skill is counterblast 1 burst once per turn. If your Vanguard's power is 15k or more, you choose him and another rear guard, and they gain 4,000 power until end of turn. If your Vanguard's power is 30k or more, until end of turn he gains on hit countercharge 2. So having 2 of these guys down at the field at the same time with Gallop makes sure that you most likely will be countercharging in a very counterblast heavy deck. So very good. The next grade 2. I think it's time for high noon. I think it's high noon here. Cosmic Hero, Grand Mantle. When you call him, you counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. He gains 4k. The Vanguard gains 4k. And when your Vanguard attacks, if it's 40k or more, you may draw a card. So beginning of attack step, draw cards. Power up, pretty solid card. Just in case you can't ride the OG Gallop, you want more draw power. And again, it works with any Gallop, not just Cosmic Hero. Bravest Rush works too. So, on call, draw. That's where the Soul Blast problem comes in handy. As well as this card. I played 2. Over here. Cosmic Hero, Grand Beret. So Grand Beret is a card that people don't like because it minuses your field, but you gain a lot of power if played right. So, Grand Beret's skill is Burst, GB1, Counterblast 1. At the beginning of your main phase, if your Vanguard is 10k or more, you pay the cost. He would gain 4k. Then if your Vanguard is 30k or more, he gains another 4k. He would go from an 8 to a 16 in 1 Counterblast. It's pretty good. But then, as an axe skill, you can Soul Blast 1, choose a Vanguard with the Burst ability, so you can use the new Gallop by himself with no stride if you wanted to. And then you retire this rear guard and give your Vanguard all of its power. So if he survived your main phase from before, you can counterblast 1, give him that 8k bonus, 16k rear guard. Then you can Soul Blast to retire him to pump that 16k onto your Vanguard. So really good combo piece for Laurel D. Assuming you rode the Bravest Rush Gallop, you'd have a 19k Vanguard. Add on that 16k, that's a big number already. It's pretty good. 2 of him because 8k hurts rearguard sometimes, especially with the grade 2 game people are playing these days. Only good for certain burst cards. I wouldn't focus on him otherwise. And to fill the gap, we've got 2 Cosmic Hero Grand Subs. I hear a lot of questions of why I don't want Enigma Helm. He's too slow. A GB2 rearguard's way too slow in my opinion. But Grand Sub skill is once per turn. If he would gain power from effect from any of your cards, so a trigger or a power up, and his attack power becomes 13k or more from the skill, choose a Vanguard and he gets plus 4k as well. Kind of like an earlier burst without the burst keyword. And then your Vanguard gets an on-hit skill to retire an opponent's rearguard. I believe their choice, yes. So, nice on-hit pressure. It's a free power bounce to the Vanguard. It's good for the X-Gallop turns. Nice. So. Now, for the grade 1s, we're playing 2 different perfect guards. We're playing 3 Cosmic Hero Grand Guard. He's the typical Persona unflipped perfect guard in the drop zone, as well as 1 Enigma Helm. Now this Enigma PG can recycle himself from the drop zone constantly. So
you said Helm.
Oh, did I say Helm?
You did.
Calm. Sorry, Enigman Calm. I'm thinking of Helm because I don't play Helm. Sorry, Enigman Calm. I'm gonna calm myself down with this. Yes. Okay, Enigman Calm skill. So when you guard with him, you may pay the cost, which is typical drop a card from your hand for PG. He can guard any unit. So the Grand Guards have to protect the Vanguard. He can guard rear guards. If you want to protect that Grand Brave for the next turn power up, you can do that. But his amazing skill comes in the drop zone. So from the drop zone, it's Generation Break 2. Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. At the end of the battle that your Vanguard with the burst ability attacked. If the attack power was 40k or more, you put this card back into your hand. If it was 45 or more, you also countercharge. So, Dimension Police, Vanguards, we're no strangers to high numbers. X Gallop, X Tiger, we swing heavy most of the time. Recycling PGs for mostly free cost after the Soul Blast, that's pretty cool. So you want the unflipping PGs for most of the part, but one Calm, because Calm gets back into your hand.
People must remember Calm.
Must remember Calm.
Because that guy keeps forgetting Calm skill, and that's how he loses games.
I do. I always forget that I have the Calm PG, and I just never use it. So, once again, Cosmic Hero, Grand Rope, Stride Fodder for all Dimension Police, but now that you've got two different Grand Gallops, you can use the skill much better. Again, put on Regard, look for a Gallop from your deck, discard Grade 3, or... Yes. Oh no, just choose a hand from your hand and discard it. So, drop a card from your hand to get a different Grade 3 Gallop. So you can kind of fix your ride. If you for sure want to ride the new Gallop and don't have them in your hand, you can always reveal your old Gallop, get the new one in your hand, and shuffle it up. So it's like I say, it's Stride Fodder. You need him. 3 Cosmic Hero Lady, Grand Lady. Love her skill. It's so simple. You rest her. You give a unit plus 4k. Sorry, no. I'm sick again. I'm making too many errors today. Give the Vanguard plus 4k. Now, if that Vanguard has burst, you give 4k to someone else for free. So, you rest her, Vanguard 4k, done. Simple as that. Your run stands for sure, so she will go back up. So, good combo piece with mostly the burst Vanguards. I avoid using her Laurel D, though. It disrupts synergy from that card. 3 Enigma Blanc. Now, Enigma stuff is really good in this deck because it's a lot of soul charging and counter charging, which we need. Grand Volvers can't do all the work, so you have to rely on these guys too. So the 2 skills it has, the first one is a GB2, so again, Generation Break 2, not 1. At the beginning of your attack step, this could involve any attack step being your Vanguards or your Rear Guards because they refresh the attack step every time you attack. Put them into the soul, countercharge 1, solid. It's a soul charge 1, countercharge 1. Then, second skill is an axe skill from the soul. Put this card to your drop zone. If your Vanguard is 10k or more, give your Vanguard with the burst ability plus 4k. And then if it's 35k or more, give another plus 4k. So, it's a free plus 8 from the soul. That's nice. It's really good. On to the triggers. I play 6 crit, 6 stand. The first crit you need for sure is Cosmic Hero Grand Beat because it's Gallop. Put the soul, draw a card. Need him. And then 2 other crits you like Justice Gold because Justice Gold. Your stands. This can be debatable. Play what you like best. I like having a mixture of the new stand trigger and the old one. So 3 Operator Girl Linka. Her skill is as well, Axe skill, GB2. Put her into your soul. If your Vanguard's power is 35 or more and it has a burst ability, so it must have the burst ability. You Soul Blast 1 and it gains Daikaiser skill. It breaks guards. It breaks perfect guards. That's why you run 8 grade 3s in this deck. And once again, I never pull this card off when I need to, but just the odd chance it happens, it's super useful. And it's a soul charge, so it's fine. For the other stand trigger, Operator Girl, Reika. Really solid. It's a super easy card. Generation Break 1 as well. Put this card back onto top of your deck. Give your Vanguard plus 4,000 power. And when your Vanguard attacks, if the power is 37 or more, draw a card. So, Grand Rifter, draw a card. This card, draw a card. So, attack step can get you more cards you need to. And again, so Cycle stands back into your deck, which you need a lot of the time in the end game. So, pretty solid. And heals are going to heal. For Operator Girl, Erica. Erica? Yes, Erica. And although With the Fighters Collection leaked, I'll be taking her out for the Dolphin, unfortunately. But special place in my heart for the Heel Trigger waifu. Now for the G-Zone, it's actually much easier to handle now. Starting off with our boy powered up, Super Cosmic Hero X Gallop. So many Trombe jokes from Super Robot Wars, I can see it how. His skill is a Burst, Generation Break 2, Counterblast 1, and Persona, choose any card you want from the G-Zone face up, but usually only him. If your Vanguard's power is 35k or more, you can pay the cost. If you do, it gets Drive +1 until the end of battle. If it's 40k or more, your entire front row gains 4k power for each copy of him in the G-Zone. So first ride will often be himself to get the 4k to the front row. Then you'll progressively flip over other cards like Seabreeze to get him out of the way. But that 4k keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. This quad check combined with stands, combined with a lot of power, it just makes the deck so much more deadly. And this card combined with, Linka, quad check with the chance for Daikaiser power to break the perfect card. That's just deadly. So that's why I like it that much. So for those, we've got the one, the only Super Cosmic Hero X Tiger. He's only gotten better with the G-Zone expansion. He's just getting more and more stronger. When he attacks, flip anything you want in the G-Zone, gain 4,000 power for each card in the G-Zone, including G-Guardians. If the power is 45k or more, it gains a crit. Simple as that. Super powerful. Later the game goes on, more damage he does. So, I save him for endgame, personally. Then we've got our new Super Cosmic Hero X Lead. He's going to be your new first ride most of the time. His two skills, not a second again. I'm slipping today, I really am. His first skill is a Burst. When a unit attack hits, if your Vanguard's power is 35 or more, you may draw a card, and then if it's 40k or more, stand a rear guard. So getting to 40k is easy because the second skill here is choose a number of rear guards and rest them. Then you give this unit and another unit that much power, 4,000 power for each rear guard that was rested. So if you have a full field, you call, let's say, a Grand Volver, you rest everything but the Volver, it would gain a solid about 20k almost. 20k?
4, 8, 12, 16.
A good 16k to your rear guard with the now chance to on hit stand that rear guard or stand in the back row. So because the second skill also involves you flipping over any card you want from the G-Zone, you enable GB2. So it's good first ride, gets all your rear guards ready to go, your support's ready to the deck, so one of him. Really good. Let's get a blast from our past in a much meaner, more fun way. The G unit with 4,000 power, Great Galactic Governor, Commander Laurel D. This card is a fun card. Not an amazing card, but a fun card. And if it works, you profit off it so much. So again, you can only gain 4,000 power in stride in this card. And his skill is a burst skill. So he can work with Lincoln. All burst Vanguard powers activate with him. Choose 4 rear guards, and you rest them. It's a classic Laurel fill. You rest 4 rear guards at a time. If his power is 20k or more, he gets a skill. Once per turn, if the attack hits a Vanguard, you stand him for free. You've already paid your cost a lifetime ago. If it's 25k or more, and attack didn't hit, you choose 4 rear guards and you restand them. So, he kind of activates old Laurel for you. If your opponent lets you hit with the rear guards rested, you stand. He stands. Then they'll block second attack and they'll all stand again. So, 2, because I've had a situation where I could use him more than once. If I know their hand is bad and they have no perfect guard, he's fun. And he's Laurel. He's a classic spokesman, governor of Dimension Police. And as usual, 1 Seed Breeze, you need to stride in this deck. not striding is not an option. You need to get whatever you can to Generation Break 1 at least. You have countercharge units. You'll make use of the Subri's heavy cost, but need to stride. That's why he's here. For G Guardians, I play... Make sure I have 12 there. Make sure I'm discounted. I run 2 Enigman Patriots. When your opponent's attacking unit is 20k or more, he gains 5k shield. For an easy 20k shield. Then we have Super Cosmic Hero X Caravu. Similar to Patriot, if attacking incoming power is 30k or more, he gains 10k. Then you can drop a card from your hand and give your Vanguard 4,000 power until end of turn. So it's kind of like a bonus like Screw, but being a 15k Vanguard is nice for end of turn. It blocks off rearguard constant race swings like Blaster Blade combos, the engine, shuts them down. So, and Gallant Incarnation G05 Hue theme song. Can we? No, I guess we can. Copyright issues. I love this card. Out of all the cards from...
I can do the go 5.
Okay, that's good. From the Trinity Dragon set, he is my favorite card just because of the art. It's a Megazord. It's the coolest thing ever. So his skill is you Soul Blast a card with at least 5,000 attack power, which is kind of weird but kind of cool at the same time. So you Soul Blast 1 card of 5,000 power, and you gain 10k shield. Then, if you've taken damage this turn, you get 5k extra shield. So, you're inclined to take more damage, but you get more shield afterwards. It's a fun card, and personally, I like it a lot too. So, that's it for the Bravest Rush Grand Gallop deck profile. He's got a lot of combos you can work with, especially all the burst cards together. I think he works the best as a first stride with Laurel D. I recommend tossing your whole hand down before you can get to that stride point, stride for free. But really solid card, good support, and I'm hoping that they kind of make more support for Gallop because he's kind of being overshadowed by all the Dimension Robo hype. And I love D-Robos. I love my Kaiser, but they're kind of overshadowing the representative of Dimension Police kind of bit. But we'll see more support soon, hopefully. Any last comments from the Dimension Police hater?
I'm not really a hater, just...
At least it's not Kaiser?
This is not Kaiser yet.
Yet. It can get there. That's all for today, and we'll get more profiles for you soon. And as always says, bye.
Bye. Subscribe. Videos. Bye.